We just looked at Jordan Seaton and how he handled questions about leaving Colorado. So now let's stay in that same space, because here's Ryan Staub. Same background, similar situation, but listen to how this sounds different. You can tell right away, he's excited about Tennessee. Just listen to how he describes it.
You seem to have like a happy demeanor. Is that just like your upbringing, or it just feels like you always got a smile on your face?
I mean, I think I do. Yeah. I'm just, what I get to do for a living right now is just so amazing. I'm grateful. I mean, I wake up every day and I look at this city and I walk into this building and I'm just like, wow, this is like the coolest thing ever.
And there's nothing wrong with that. New opportunity, new environment. You're supposed to feel that. That part is real. But here's where it shifts. Listen to how he talks about where he came from.
What do you think's prepared you for this opportunity to potentially be QB1 at Tennessee?
I think just all the work I've put in the past. 3 great years at Colorado. And I've just learned a lot. I've learned every step of the way.
That right there matters, because he acknowledges Colorado. He gives it a place in his story instead of acting like it didn't exist. And this is the part that really separates it. Listen to how he frames the difference.
So what are the differences between Colorado and Tennessee?
Differences. I mean, Colorado's obviously a great place. I have amazing memories there, but the way that things are run here, it seems like a next level up. I mean, everything here is just so buttoned up.
That's the balance. He shows respect, but he's still honest about how he sees the difference. And that's the difference from what we saw earlier with Jordan. One answer leaves the pass out completely. This one includes it and then builds on it. And this is where the bigger lesson comes in, because this isn't even about Colorado. This could be any school, any program, because this just isn't about school anymore. This is business. And this is where it gets interesting, because in settings like this, what you leave out can matter just as much as what you say. When you're stepping into a new situation, how you frame the past becomes part of how people evaluate you. Even if nothing negative is said directly, the absence of context still shapes perception. In a press conference setting, those small choices tend to carry more weight than people realize. Because there's always another stop, another team, another locker room, another opportunity, maybe even the league. And how you talk today follows you into those rooms. And it's not just about organizations. It's about people, coaches, teammates, staff, relationships that helped you get to where you are. That's part of your story, whether you acknowledge it or not. And this is where context really matters, because when we looked at athletes interact with the media like Shedeur Sanders, you can see the difference. He goes out of his way to provide context when he speaks, so there's less room for misinterpretation. So yeah, be excited about where you are. There's nothing wrong with that. Better situation, better fit, better opportunity. That's part of growth. But how you talk about where you've been still matters. Because when the context isn't there in your response, when the person being interviewed doesn't provide it, it creates a void. It creates space. And in press conferences, that space usually gets filled by someone else, whether it's the media or the audience trying to connect the dots. Because when you handle a situation the way Ryan Staub did here, you leave yourself options. You protect your reputation, you keep relationships intact, and you move like a professional. And that's the part a lot of young players are still learning. I want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to our channel members. We really appreciate the support and what you're helping us build here. If you're getting value from these breakdowns and want to support the channel, you can check the link down in the description. This is Press Room Breakdown, where we slow the room down and study how the message gets made.